Happy birthday. I'm about to predict the remainder of this year and also 2017 for you born on the 11th of November. Now you'll have a water and fire character, meaning at times you could be the most charming and the most comfortable with people, but at other times you're on fire with a temper, with a strong determination that brings about difficulties in forming teamwork. Your character is that of a very moody person and changeable person. So you must try and improve that by not depending too much on what you think, because it's a very mental process. You have great determination planets, and this will give you the fighting spirit to make your way successfully in life in any field. I'm going to talk to you about 2016 first. From your birthday today, if we go backwards to the January the 1st, all that 2016 has been good for you. It brought about at least a protection up to 40 to 50% from any difficulties. It also brought about opportunities for you and the strength to be able to overcome difficulties. From your birthday today for the remainder of this year, it all depends on what age you are going to be. All I know about you is that you are born on the 11th of November. I don't know the year and I don't know the time, and I haven't looked at your palms. So this is quite a general reading, but still, I'll make it as accurate as possible. So for the remainder of 2016, from today, the 11th of November till the 31st of December, tell yourself that the situation of romance and marriage and career and business still remains up to 40-50% stable, regardless of whatever age you are. So the whole calendar year of 2016 has given you a great bonus already. Now when you enter the age of 2017, there will be a huge alignment of planets in Scorpio. And what's going to happen is that many of your best planets are going to be submerged, meaning that their energy levels is going to be very low. So you have to be more careful in 2017. Your level of popularity is going to fall very badly. Number two, teamwork is going to become very weak in 2017. And number three, in areas of love and romance, you are going to be a weakened person where whatever you do and say will not be well received. So you can see the alignment of planets in 2017 compared to the alignment of planets in 2016 has taken quite a difference. Your ages. I want to talk to you about your ages. Now, let's imagine that you are going to be the ages of 18 or 27 or 36 or 45 or 54 or 63 or 72. Let's imagine that you're going to be any of these ages today, the 11th of November. Well, if you are going to be these ages, then you will do very well for the remainder of 2016, and you'll also be able to do well up to the level of 65 or 70% even in 2017. These are very powerful ages given to you. Now let's imagine that you would be turning some other ages. And let's say you are turning the ages of 20 or 29 or 38 or 47 or 56 or 65 or 74. Now if you are turning any of these ages, the remainder of 2016 weakens to the level of about 65-70%. So you'll have to be more careful. But if you are these ages which I've just mentioned, and when you turn into 2017, the situation worsens a lot. Here we see up to 75-80% difficulty for you already, if you are these ages which I've just mentioned. And you'll have to be careful that in career business, the worst can happen. A loss of jobs, of difficulty in coping with a job, losses in business or just cannot get very far. In areas of romance, there will be a big struggle to keep things going. And in marriage, there will be a lot of hurdles approaching you in 2017 if you are the ages which I've just mentioned. So a lot depends of the age. In this form of astrology, the Kabbalistic form, the ages are given more prominence than the calendar years. So there are two horoscopes, and we hope that these two horoscopes can jive together, and if they do, you become very lucky. If they don't, then you have a big problem. I want to talk to you about your health for a little while. Now, born on the 11th of November, your stomach is going to be one of those areas which you just cannot get right. You're born with an oversensitive stomach, a weak stomach. And what about the other digestive organs like the bowels and the colon? They will also remain very weak. So you need to see a specialist, a stomach specialist, and look into that as quickly as possible. Number two, if you are a woman, I worry that in remainder of 2016 or especially 2017, you may get problems of the gynecological areas if you are a woman. And if you're a man, then the other glands like the thyroid and the prostate for a man is also going to be a worry. So in health areas, look into these two areas and try to rectify these areas. Okay. Your compatibility with others is not going to be easy because you have the water in you, you have the fire in you, so moodiness will come and go randomly. Nobody will be able to guess, neither you, as to how the next 2 hours are going to be. And changeability, you tend to you change your mind very often about anything. So compatibility can become weak for you all the time. So you have to tell yourself the rule for you is, firstly, if you start anything, start to finish it as well. If you start anything, you must finish it as well. Don't halfway change your mind very often. Regarding moodiness, as you grow older, you will be more in control of it. I want to talk to you about colors. Now, every planet in the universe has been given certain colors to use. And these colors can either be very good for you or they can be a big problem for you. In your case, for the remainder of 2016 and for the entire period of 2017, I would rather you don't wear too much green. I would rather you wear more red. That way, the energy from a group of planets which is favorable to you will be more if you wear red. Regarding directions, now there are many uses of directions that we can apply to. At your worst point in life, you will want to make wishes, and you would wish that your wishes that you make can come true. Now, if you want to do that, I would suggest that you face south. Face south and make your wishes, and you will see that some of them are going to come true because the direction of south belongs to a group of planets which are very good for you in Scorpio. If you want to meditate to find some peace during a stressful period, also face south, and you will see that facing south allows you to bring calmness very quickly to you. So you have a very interesting horoscope that gives you a lot of imagination and creativity, and it also brings about a person who loves music and dancing, who loves to be in the beauty business or the fashion industry. Things like that are seen for you. Okay. Now, let me go back to 2017, my biggest worry for you for the time being. In 2017, the planets who are taking charge are 30% only to your favor. So you have to tell yourself that only 30% of luck remains. The other 70% you have to fight for. It doesn't come naturally to you. So you have to focus a lot. Your horoscope loses focus very easily. It tends to be distracted very fast. It tends to mistake infatuation for love. So for the remainder of this year and for the entire 2017, and depending on what age you are, be very careful not to let these things bring more and more problems. Please go to Facebook and look me up, and we can communicate there. You can ask me all the questions you want, or Google me to find out more about me. And I hope one day I'll be able to meet you and then I'll be able to know your time of birth as well, and I'll be able to look at your palms, the most important. Your palms are your DNA. Your thumbprints and your fingerprints, nobody else in the world can have. And these thumbprints and fingerprints are your DNA. So looking at your palm, I'll be able to tell you how fate and destiny have planned for the next few years. In the meantime, it was a pleasure talking to you. Good luck and happy birthday.